I got a job as a flight attendant. I was very happy. So after that, come for a vacation back home. That's when my mom passed away all of a sudden. I was completely lost. I didn't know what to do. Alcohol became my friend. It was the only escape I could get. Because all the while I was thinking about my mom. I couldn't express myself. Could say anything to anyone on my duty time. I drank and went. That's when I got caught, I was suspended. After that also I joined again work, and again I went through the same thing. So that was the second time I was caught during my duty time, with alcohol. So after that I had to leave my job. Since I lost my job and came back to Kalimpong, right, alcohol didn't help me. So I shifted into drugs. I slowly started becoming like a junkie, like I started like begging, asking, lying, giving like excuses, like what I need for, I didn't realize what I was doing, so how much problems I was giving to my family, especially to my brothers, So during this time only, I had an accident, I was drunk, I had taken some pills and drugs. But even after the accident, started drinking, taking drugs, So that's when I had crossed the limit, because they had given me so many chances, God gave me a chance, I got my life back, but I didn't realize that time. So my family, they thought it was enough, it's enough, That's when they put me into a rehab. I was very angry, I was totally against my brothers, my family. I was cursing them, I was just waiting, time will come and I will show you what will happen, After I went to the rehab, it was very difficult for me because I did not consider myself to be an addict or an alcoholic, So being in the same place where addicts were, it was very hard for me, and very shameful, to be in a rehab, just below your house where everybody knows, that it was hitting me very hard. But there I got the space and the time, to think about it. That's the biggest thing, and that's where I started to slowly realizing, maybe God has saved me for something, Things started to change. We have classes like reading, writing, and during the writing class, I came across this story, the story that is there is about the prodigal son. I remembered, where I know this story from, It was in the Bible, where a prodigal son takes his property, money, the prodigal son story, he lost everything. That's when it started to hit me, what I have done to my family, how much problems and trouble I've gave. After 4 months I came out. Recovery is very difficult, The society also has a different point of view, I had the same thing, rehab is a place where, the addicts and the unwanted, are kept. People will not believe in you. People will just wait for you to again go back to the same process, addiction again. There were people, who were just commenting on me, looking at me in a different way. The way my family welcomed me and had hope in me, that gave me more, more strength, to move forward, I'm very happy, to get a chance to be in a rehab. Helped me a lot. It has changed my life. It is changing my life, So it's God's choice that I landed on the rehab, I almost lost my life. God gave me a chance, So I think the purpose in there, why God kept me alive and gave me a second chance, was to help people, help people change their lives and make things better for them. So that is one thing I'm happy about, and it keeps me going on, I'm happy to see others change their lives, come back to the same track again, normal life, that gives me happiness.